Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Weber Stadium. It's boys soccer. The Gilmore Academy Lancers take on the Akron North Vikings. Gilmore picked up their first win Saturday against Benedictine. They now sit at 1-4-1 on the season, coming off their first win. Akron North 4-1-1, coming off their first loss of the season. I'm Zachary Berman. I'm partnered here with Grayson Novak. Grayson, good to have you in the booth.
Love to be here, Zach.
So Gilmore's coming off their first win of the season on Saturday against Benedictine. 6 goals scored, 1 by Kleiner, 1 by Schaefer, 3 by Celine, and 1 by Kunkchik. Greg Savon also played a big role on the defense that game. How are they going to look to build off here as they're going against a pretty good North Akron team sitting at 4-1-1?
Yeah, I think they're just going to have to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, keep getting Celine the ball, hat trick Saturday. Keep that going against this team.
As you said, momentum's a big thing. And I talked to Greg. He thinks they really are a great team here. They just needed a kickstart to get going. They had a close game against Chardon that they tied. Could have got kickstarted a little bit. And also the recent additions, getting back Savron and Sestone, both who had sat out quite a few games due to injury, and Asher back in at goalie. So 2 of those captains already in the game, as well as Asher, ready to get back in that goal. And we are about to kick off here a beautiful Tuesday night here at Weber Stadium. Thank you for joining us on Gilmore.org/live and GATV. As always, it's a pleasure, and we'll get to you shortly. Green, Akron North on your left. Sun not really playing a factor here. Dry conditions, complete opposite of some of these earlier games where conditions have been quite miserable, honestly, to say, with the rain and the sun being so bright. Just a beautiful time and beautiful weather. This is soccer weather, and honestly, I'd say some nice football weather too here. This is the conditions I love to play in here, and we are off already, though. I think Akron North moved a little early on that kickoff. Savron had not got a foot on that ball, so they're just going to redo it here. Clock's going to roll, but here we go now as Nakuda takes it in the back. Lancers like to go for that through ball, but they also like to infiltrate slowly through good movement. Akron North, though, is going to prove to be a strong defense. We got to be curious here to see how the Nakudas in the back, as well as the Stone coming back, how they're going to infiltrate and feed that ball to the midfield to get it to their forwards, where Celine, coming off a hat trick, is on fire. 39-18 as we are off here in the first half. Akron North in possession. Nakuda gets the header to midfield, controlled around the middle. Sustar has been quite the presence in midfield all season so far, the sophomore. As there's passing going around here on that far side. Controlled back and forth. Last off, Gilmore. Gilmore thought it was their ball. Akron North quickly gets ahead, and they've got movement on the left. Quick out-of-bounds kick from DeNovo. And we play on here. Throwing again, Akron North. Another foot on it. In the midfield, Sustar sends it back. Lance got to get out of there. We saw a problem here earlier, especially against Chardon. I don't know if you were there, Grayson, but the Lancers really struggled to keep the ball out of the midfield. When I played soccer, and I know they preach it everywhere, that you've got to keep that ball out of the middle on your own end because that opens up shot opportunities. And when they were getting those goal kicks in, they were not finding Gilmore feet ever. And honestly, it was like rainy conditions, so that ball skipped farther than it's supposed to. But the Lancers really needed to keep the ball out of the middle, and they couldn't. And that game ended in a 2-2 tie. So my biggest look here is one field on the outside and avoid the middle. Lancers did only allow 1 goal against Benedictine. Now they're going to look to keep it up here. 37:50 left to go here in the first half. What are you seeing so far here, Grayson?
Yeah, I would just like to see the Lancers start taking some more risks. Like, as you said, with the goal kicks, I'd like to see maybe a goalie, Asher, go for some of those, boot it down the field, try to get some goals, keep it out of their side of the field.
If you could play, if you could place it well, you could get Celine on the through ball, but he's not the biggest body out there. So if he gets the perfect jump on it, he could get that through ball. You've got some other fast guys on that forward too, and in the midfield as they try to send through the middle here. Ricochet off the defender in the back, tries to go down, ball's on the ground. Goalie! And finally, on the backside, left defender able to take it out over there on offense, nearly able to get it in the goal, was Celine. Goes on the tee. Quite interesting that they've got him moving up. We've seen that time and time, too, where the defenders, if they've got the momentum, they'll take the ball up, and the defense in midfield will shift between their two spots, and you'll see either the Nakudas play up more, as you see DeNovo take up in the back is now they'll reset. So Stone's always going to be anchored back there around that sweeper spot.
Yeah, JJ's a huge part of this team.
Ball around. Ball on the offense now. It's an advantage. North Akron will catch up, but a good ball on that right side.
Pass.
Looking to send it to the middle. Ricocheted off, and that's going to be out of bounds. But the Lancers putting on the offensive pressure early. Asher not having to put up much work here in these first 4 minutes.
Big corner kick opportunity for the Lancers.
Oh, yeah, as you see, it's going to be a corner kick off the Vikings. This kick is going to be taken by Savron. Lancers got some big bodies, and you'll see what they'll do sometimes is send up Stone in the box from the defenses. He's the tallest guy there, and he's got size. They'll send him in there. Crucial part when there was so many corner kicks in games like Chardon where they couldn't get it because they didn't have the height. Now with Stone back in the game, listed as 26, see if they can't get these opportunities to go in the net early as we are at 35-33, waiting on the kick. Whistle go to. Ball's in the air. Well placed in the back of the net. Off the hands and knocked away. It's going to be a lot of work today for Manny Garung.
Lancers still got it.
Yeah, they got to control around that midfield. Send it out to midfield. Reset on that right side. Pressured quickly. Has got to sink it back. And also, we've seen a little bit of struggle to send it back, too. Sometimes that could be a confidence thing. Penalty is going to be on the Lancers. That's going to set up a kick on that far side for Akron East. But the Lancers, as much as I'm looking to see that offensive movement and like those big bodies showing up and feeding it out, I'm also just looking to see how we are able to respond on these throw-in balls, as well as just really maintaining at the feet. Asher's going back. And maintaining's a big thing because I think it's a confidence issue when they're trying to send it back. Seems like the team's a little scared to have some backwards progress to go forward. You'll see all these major teams, every good soccer team's forming these triangles of passing. As you'll see, they're starting to adapt now, and we need to see more play like that. Easy, simple pass that time to Nakuda opened up for a ball to the right far side for the midfield. And that's that ball movement that wins you soccer games. And I'm looking to see the Lancers implement more of that instead of trying to force it through.
Yeah, you definitely can't be afraid to play backwards before you get forwards in this game. I mean, you can take a lot of risks, but at the end of the day, you just got to make the easy pass.
Lancers on the break here, tangled around midfield. Now, Vikings got an opportunity. Pretty congested of Lancers in that middle of the area. Good poke by Celine to get it out on the pressure from behind. Can't get there. Schaefer.
17's down for Akron North.
Ball controlled around midfield. Schaefer has it. Tries to get a control. Tries to get the slide. Gets the touch to Sestar. Ball through the middle. Yeah, Ricochet. Schaefer's got it. Trying to put pressure on that right side. Going to just kick it out of bounds here. Lancers putting on the clamps early.
Put on the pressure, though. I like it.
Header inbounds. Vikings got it. They're going to boot it far upright and a fast break opportunity. Now Asher's in that weird limbo spot. He's got to come up outside the box. He's able to just send it to that left side. They're going to try to keep this ball in. Nakuda saves it. Tried to do the protect it. Get a throw in for Akron East. Ball set right back to the defense. Stone sends it to the midfield. Settled but quick to make a play there on that far side. We play on 32-45. If you're just joining us, the Gilmore Academy Lancers are taking on the Akron North Vikings here. Vikings 4-1-1. Lancers 1-4-1. Lancers coming off their first win, looking for a big change as they now have the momentum on their season and all their players healthy to really turn this season around, as this is going to be a corner kick, the first of the night for the Vikings.
Another thing about the Lancers, they play an incredibly tough schedule. They started off very hard. Was talking to Greg to this earlier. He said they got through the hard part of their schedule, and now they're going to a part where they think they can win a lot of games. So could be Benedict started that. Hopefully they keep the momentum up.
Ball sent a little short. Ends up here on the near side. Great touch. And now the fast break opportunity
Big
for
chance.
Schaefer. Controlled. Midfield getting up. There's open space on that far side. Schaefer gets the cross. Over there, gets the touch. Settled by Nakuda, tries to get the shot. Again, sent across. Just missed left of the goalpost. Again, the Lancers putting on the pressure. That is textbook offense. If they can replicate that, that ball will find the net here quickly.
Yeah, if you keep doing that, they're going to score some goals, no doubt.
And I'm loving the ball movement already. They were able to go on the fast break the few times that you don't have that speed always, but able to get through that time. And the Lancers, again, majority offense here in the first 9 minutes we've played here. Now the Vikings send it through the middle. Little miscommunication. They'll reset here. Plenty of space. Celine on this near side. 31 minutes left to play here in the first half. Through ball, Asher can get there quite easily. Goalie's always a hard spot to play because you got to know when to be somewhere and where to be, especially when it's in that weird spot where that defender is kind of spaced away from you, and you've got to decide if you got to pressure that ball with the offense coming near you or if you got to lay back positions to play, especially when you got a ball zipping towards you. And the Lancers, this is one of those opportunities that back ball could help, but now Asher's setting up back so they can open up those passing lanes. They're trying to force it forward, Grace, and they need a change there.
Yeah, that was a good play by DeNovo to make sure they could reset the defense, make sure they could reset, no fast break.
Ball play. DeNovo gets a good touch on it, sent to the midfield. Lancers have control. Sent. Couldn't get to Celine on the right, or on the left side, sorry, from Sustar. Kicked out of bounds. Gives the Lancers a moment.
I mean, that's the right idea. That's where you want to go with the ball. He was open. He was open. Hit him next time and make another breakaway. So, I mean, that's what you just got to keep doing. Keep pushing. The goals are going to come.
And I'm getting the vibe here, Grayson, that it's going to be the small mistakes that lead to the goals in this game. Each team's playing really great in the midfield right now. It's just they're losing it around that box is when it's just turning back and forth. Not too many shots on goal. Lancers have got one, but both defenses really impressed so far, as I think Sustar got hit in the nose at midfield, but we'll play on. That ball stays in bounds. No, he'll call it out. Looked as such, just waiting on confirmation there. I believe that is a throw-in for the Lancers. Or no, they'll give it to the Vikings.
Throw-in for North, yeah.
28:42 left to play here in the first half. We're scoreless. Boys soccer, Lancers versus Vikings. Throw off the back, keeps possession. I wonder, yeah, I'm curious to see why they're letting him get another throw here. Never seen that. JV, sure, they let you get another throw sometimes, but yeah, it was like a play.
Yeah,
nonetheless, shot. Asher on the ground. He's got to get it out. It's a Stone. Puts the ball in the air, send it back out.
That's a dangerous spot to be for the goalie. You never really want to be on the ground with the ball still going around.
And that's the presence that they've been missing with Stone, that other big body presence, able to get the ball out. 12 minutes through. We're scoreless here at Weber Stadium. We play on. Ball in the corner on the far side. Vikings on offense. Tries to get the through send. Back out to the top of the box. Big blast. Way offline. It's going to be a goal kick for the Lancers.
Net. Still rolling.
Goal kick.
Might have went over the fence.
So Stone's got one of the biggest boots on this team, so he'll be the one normally, if not Asher. Send it in. Ben Grossner heading into the game for the Lancers. Got a set up in the midfield. It's a one-on-one there. Celine's got control. Kicked out of bounds. Good
play
defense.
by the defender there from North. Going to allow them to set up their defense again.
And
so you don't want if you're the Lancers. You don't want to be able to let them set up. You want to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, and you got to wonder the midfield's got to get there to give Celine a pass back. Nonetheless, though, Lancers set up in great offensive position. Good heave from Nakuda to the middle. Gets a bounce on the ground. It's anyone's ball. Vikings look to send it out again. Gets the boot along the near side. Trying to keep it on. Savron gets a play on it. Nakuda sends it back to DeNovo. There's looking. Nakuda sets up on the far side. pass a little left from DeNovo. Now it sets up a great opportunity for the Vikings. Ball sent through. Stone gets a foot on it. DeNovo one-on-one. He's got offender beats. But in that midfield, they're going to reset here. 26 left to go here in the first half. Good stop on that far side. Looking to send it out. Celine in motion.
Big
tries to send it through
again.
on the right side. They'll call offsides.
Offsides on the Lancers. That was close.
High. Yeah, and a lot of them are so close, and it's always
I missed
hard.
that
Each
one.
team's really different in how far they play up. It can be hard to adjust from game to game to see who's there. Now you've got that mental note down.
That's why those line judges are there. That's their job. Get those tight offsides calls.
So Schaefer called offsides first of the game for the Lancers. Lance has been really diligent about it this season. Haven't seen too many offsides calls. And then at the same time, the defense hasn't been able to draw so many. It's really just been congestion in the midfield for a lot of these games. Chance here, Celine cutting on that left side. A shove, and that's going to be called 100 times. Munga John with the heave in the back. That's a gimme. 100 out of 100 times they'll give you that call.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Stone's got the boot. Even set up here on their 46. You can send that in here for an offensive opportunity. As Stone
Lancers
sends
are
it
bringing
left.
everybody up.
Little far for Celine. But you can send that in there. And I know it's indirect, so as long as one person gets a touch there, as long as Stone's not the one kicking the ball in there, that can go in.
Yeah, so Stone's definitely the guy you want taking those Lancers. For the Lancers, got that big boot, try and get it in the box. Someone get a touch on it and score a goal.
Joshua Fazili, primary defender, taking the goal kicks out. Good header, finds the right side. One-on-one, kicked away. It's a sprint on that far side now. It's a drag race. Nakuta's keeping up with it. He's got it, sends it to the midfield. Good passing networks, looking to continue it. On that far side, Lancers got an opportunity. Tries the through ball. Well placed. Can he get there in time? He's got the shot. Couldn't get there in time. But again, set up greatly for Nakuta. Still just waiting to get there.
They keep putting the pressure on. I mean, they're getting these chances. Just got to finish them.
And the Lancers doing exactly what you've been wanting them to do so far in this game. Keep on the pressure, find their outlets, and control the ball at their feet. Has set up so many great offensive opportunities that the Vikings have only had a numerous amount of times to attack. Nothing really substantial. That one crowded. They're not sending too many midfielders up. They've got 3 strikers up there, which is quite a bit, but it always just seems like there's way more defenders. That midfield coming way back.
Yeah, North seems to be playing pretty conservative this first half. Frankie Sussard come back in the game.
And we have seen sometimes that the Lancers have a deeper bench. So they're not afraid to use the stamina. I know he got hit in the JV game. He's got a bloody nose, so they're going to check up on him again. I'm curious to see. He was questionable coming in this one. We were curious because he was down for a minute. Hopefully he can get better and back in this one. He's a good presence on that forward side. Opportunity now. Celine sending it. He's got room. Got to make sure you're not offsides. Makes a move. Cut. Sends it across. Good poke. But recovered on that far side. Tries to get the through send. Again, good defense. That one's Joshua Fazili. Freshman midfielder.
Yeah,
they'll
played
go
short.
just short. Savron now pressured though.
Good stop by a defender, though.
But Savron still has it. Makes a move. Back and forth. Still controlled in the midfield. Tries the left foot shot. Blocked by the defender. And a corner. It's like they tried to stop it out of bounds. And maybe they knew it was last off them. Try to preserve it. But we'll do it again. The corner kick.
Freshman Dom Schaefer taking the corner.
Schaefer now in that corner. Savron playing back. Sestone, that presence. Ball a little low. Off the shoulder, though. It's going to be a corner kick again. Really just looking to place it on that far post somewhere where Sestone can run in and get a play
Might be
there.
looking to get it to Sustar here. He's all alone in the back.
Casey's got good size, too. Some shoulders thrown or arms. They're going to call a penalty here. It's going to be a kick for the Vikings. 19 minutes in, we're still scoreless here at Weber Stadium. Free kick for the Vikings. Lancers have really been on the offensive pursuit for like the past 6 minutes. We've barely seen any Viking offense.
You know, Lancers have controlled this game. They have had a couple runs, but they really just gotta make that one extra pass. Find that open guy, and the goals are gonna come. They just gotta make that one extra play. They just haven't been able to make yet.
And those will come in due time, especially when you can capitalize off mistakes. Nakuda thought sending it back to Asher. Sends it to the midfield again. I'm looking to see them send it back to Asher. I wonder if it's a trust thing. Long shot blocked by Stone. Sent to the right far side. A little miscommunication. He's just going to have to send it out now. Boot to try and keep it in bounds. It will go out. I'm curious to see there if they just don't have full trust in Asher, because the play there is to send it back. If you're Nakuda there, trapped down that corner, you've got an easy lane with no one to pressure Asher there.
And North is still, they're not bringing too many guys up. They're just keeping a lot of the defenders back, not really
Ball
playing
hit
too
high.
aggressively.
Little far right of the post. But I like what you mentioned there, Grace, and that's what I'm observing too. They're really not bringing as much pressure, almost as if they want to rely on the defensive game, but
It's like
they've barely been on offense.
They look afraid to they don't want to get, looks like North doesn't really want to get beat deep at all. I think the deep through ball to one of the forwards for the Lancers could be a big problem.
And that shows the Gilmore Lancers really have control of this game, because the through ball is not their primary offense. But if you're able to put that idea in the back of their minds that not even your primary game, but you're scaring them with your weaker part, knows you're playing great in this game. Through ball now, though, DeNovo's got space. Asher is going to control it in the corner. He's just going to let it roll out. It's going to be a throw-in. Didn't go across the back line. So a throw-in for DeNovo on the corner. See how they handle it here. It's going to be Stone, the one to heave it. Here's the throw. 18:45 left to go here. Good heave along the sideline. No one to receive. Sent right back to the middle. Ricocheted off Savron. Sent up. Great placed ball. No one there. Asher way out of goal. Falls down. He's got to get back. Asher back in the net.
I like the hustle, but that's a scary play. Goalie's down far away from the goal.
In that
Great
corner,
hustle,
makes a
though, from
move.
Ralph.
Couldn't get the play. I believe that is a goal kick for the Lancers. Indeed, just that. Good defense from the Lancers there.
Yeah, way to hold up. Could not let them get one. It could be hard. I'm sure it could be hard for the Lancers to not get frustrated in this game. You have so many chances, not finish, and you feel like you're controlling this game, but for it to still be a 0-0 ball game.
Honestly, yeah, I'm feeling great. And it's these soccer games, they come down to 1-2 goals. As long as you can play lockdown, you are 10 times closer to a goal here than North Akron. But we've seen in a close game like this against Chardon, too. Both teams playing great, and it was just one slip-up led to the first goal being scored for the Lancers. You can both play great. It's really just a matter of not frustrating, but you're just proud in the way you play. But you got to be mindful, too, to not get in your head there and change something up. The mental mistakes is where the game is lost in a lot of these soccer games. So in a game that's so long, 80 minutes, see how resilient you can be. Send through. Asher's got it on the ground. Fumbled it a bit, but no pressure given. Something I'm looking to see the Vikings do is give pressure to Asher when he can't fumble. That's how the Lancers scored first in that Chardon game. The ball ricocheted off their goalie's knees. He'd been playing great all game, but sometimes in a compact crowd, when they're giving pressure, you just fumble it, and there's that thought you don't want to get trammed in. Like, you're on the ground, and you don't know what to do with it. You fumble a bit. You have a mental mistake, and it ricochets off your knees, and the Lancers going right.
Yeah, it's another one of those, in-between situations we talk about that you get put in as a goalie. And they're just so tough to defend. You don't know what to do. Good
Defense from Casey on that near side. 16:28 left to go here in the first half. We're still scoreless. Vikings, they've been on the offense a little more here.
A lot of their guys are still staying back pretty much, just focus on the defensive side of the ball, even though they have a lot of these opportunities.
Ball sent to the middle. Defense way up. their nearest guy on the Gilmore 40, recovered by Asher. Midfield playing so far back, that's why you're seeing the defense coming way up. They are starting to slowly get more comfortable and put more pressure on, but they're also always keeping in the back of their minds that through ball. I'm curious if we go into halftime still scoreless here, if we see a change in formation. Good catch from Asher here. But yeah, you're slowly starting to see the Vikings creep up more, but not sending the full out effort here. Again, in final minutes, it could change. So you want to go into half or the rest of the game when you want to get that last chance opportunity. We could see the Lancers end even more. As we've seen all game already, Sistone can hold his own in the back. Mess up in the backfield, putting on the pressure.
And you wonder if maybe Akron North doesn't really trust their defense or goalie at times. And that's why they put so many people back there.
Ball out on Celine. Quick throw, and DeNovo settles with the chest on that near side. Recovered by the midfield. DeNovo gets a poke, and now Celine in transition gets it poked away by their midfield. Open space on that far side. Under 15 left to play here in the first half. Plowing through, staying with it. No pass. Gets the send through. No! Defended by Nakuda. Wrapped up. Whose ball is it at midfield? Punched through. Wide left. One of the few shots on goal that the Vikings have gotten.
So still will take the goal kick once again. See if maybe they can get a push in this last 14 minutes. Try and start something with it from this goal kick.
Grossner in the game now.
It starts from the back. I mean, they really got to get a push going. I mean, looks like they're going to go for a big kick. But I mean, I would just start from the back, try and form something slowly rather than take a huge risk right now, a huge shot, which is what they've been trying to do the whole game.
So Duncan Nakuda getting his first minutes of rest here in this game. Kick for Vikings here. I wonder if they're going to go quick transition. They'll do just that. Ball sent on the far side. Settled. Nakuda has it. Sent back.
Looks like it might have been a handball on that one.
Little chip shot from Sustar. Tried to keep that on the ground, I'd imagine, but got sent in the air. Ends well, though. Lancers have the goal kick on the near side. Stone to send it out. Lancers trying to get back on the offensive pressure. They've been playing mostly defense here these past 10 minutes. That one curved left. Celine able to settle with it. He's got room in the midfield. Great send. Poked away in the midfield. Ricochet's got to come down with the settle. Lancers not really succeeding with the through ball. It seems the Vikings have kind of tightened up here. What they were getting on earlier hasn't yielded much results in these past 10 minutes, and which is why we're seeing more plays from the Vikings. The Lancers need to find a new way. Go back to what they were working with. They were getting too comfortable trying the through ball that had been working. But now I'm looking to see them go back to their original style, their identity of slow game, progressing forward. As we saw the first shot on goal, just that. Not able to get there in time. The heave, the send to far right.
That was a chance for North. I mean, that ball's a little more accurate. That could have been a goal.
I believe,
Might
yes,
have
it'll
been
be
offsides there.
Goal kick. Duncan, after a short breather, gets back in the game. Sustar comes to get a breather from the midfield.
Yeah, those midfielders, I mean, they run all day. Those are the guys that they're gonna need some breaks. I mean, they run from end to end all game.
And as we mentioned earlier, you can see some of those defenders switches. Duncan takes the midfield spot as he's normally on that right defensive spot. So you'll see a little bit of change there that allows some breathing room. Settle on the left side. Grossner able to get it to Celine. Room on that near side for Duncan. Or Casey, sorry. Or Duncan. No, I had it right. Last off of the Vikings, DeNovo's ball on the throw-in. Stone settled near midfield. Celine's got to settle it back. There's that backwards pass. He's got Asher as an option. Finally goes to him. DeNovo open on that far side. See what Asher elects to do here. Sends it back to Nakuda on the near side. Sends it through, and here's that developing play we were talking about.
Yeah, build time from the back.
Saffron.
Don't be afraid. Yeah, not be afraid to go backwards. I like that.
Yes, the Lancers are looking to play more patient, develop the game. Finally
Find
sends
the
it
open
through to the
guy.
far
There we
side.
go.
We're seeing progression here. Big leap, and that might be an injury. That was a far jump.
Looked incidental to me. Kind of just
Yeah,
tripped.
no, just the collision on trying to get the ball, save it from out of bounds. Able to get up.
Stay in the game.
Throwing for the Vikings. Just about 10 minutes left to play here in the first half. Still scoreless. Still awaiting the throw-in. Oh, no, it's going to be
penalty.
a free kick, yeah. Getting knocked down, so let's send it. Opportunity here in the air. Gets the header, Asher there. It was far right anyway.
Just
but
off target, yeah.
That's the opportunities you want to talk about there. Getting it up high, far post. Asher sends it in the air. Not too deep. Grossner settles with it.
That was a good play from Akron North. I mean, they found their tallest guy, tried to get a header, tried to make a play. You'd like to see the Lancers maybe do something like that with Sistone or Nakuda and some of their taller guys. Try and help open up for a header.
Kleiner on that near side. A little miscommunication there with Grossner. Sliding in around. On the ground, holding his leg though. In soccer, I've always been waiting for a confirmation there because, you know, you got a flop here or there, but able to get up. Perhaps not. Gets the sell there. Under 10 left to play. Clock stops at 9:35. It's going to be a kick. Opposite side of the field again. Find that far post, Grayson. As you were saying, good opportunity here. Got to find the big man. Is the kick shanked a little left, but to the middle. Gets there. Finds Gilmore feet. Looking to transition it outside. Ball kicked out. It's going to be Lancer ball as we play on here in the first half. Lancers taking on the Vikings. Here's the throwing on the far side. Good heave and the settle. But waiting there at midfield. Tries to get the punch through. Nakuda. Lancers still in possession with it. Kicked out of bounds. Last off the Lancers. Vikings ball. Schaefer. Couldn't control it completely.
In need of a ball. Start play again.
Yeah, what are we doing here, ball boys? Able to get it in now. That one's off the Vikings. Gilmore ball. Heave along that near side, or far side, sorry. Settled. And they've really been congested past few minutes in midfield.
Yeah, the ball really hasn't gotten out of midfield a little bit. No.
Good touch from DeNovo. He's going to try to keep it in. Little too much. Able to prevent the offensive opportunity, though. DeNovo's known when to bite. And he's not abandoning his post at a poor time. Lancers defense, I give him the most credit this game so far. They've been on locks.
Looks like number 12 picked his foot up on that throw.
Yeah, it seems they've been a little lenient on the throw calls all night. Near side Kleiner.
Big chance here.
Gets the through.
The striker, Schaefer.
Schaefer with the cross on the ground. The shot from Duncan. It's
off the post. Oh, ricochet goal.
There we go.
That's Schaefer. The ricochet goal for the Lancers. Just keep pushing. It's going to come.
As we were saying, yes, keep the pressure on the goal after the shot. Man, an absolute missile from Duncan hits the post. And Schaefer able to get the putback.
Way to be right there, Ricochet. I mean, that's where you got to be. I mean, those big shots, if they go off the post, I mean, there's going to be a chance to put the next one in, and Schaefer was right there to do that.
And I was so surprised to see the lack of urgency by the defense. Just so much space in the middle of the field. Really let Schaefer just be there. No opposition. So the Lancers lead 1-0 here. 7:47 left to go here in the first half. Took a while, but the Lancers are on the board first. Settled in the backfield. Lancers got momentum. Looking to keep up the pressure. Just great play there. Able to put pressure on the ball. Something that we're not seeing the Vikings do quite a bit. Lancers capitalize. It's going to be Gilmore ball. Looks like a penalty on the far side. It's going to be the throw-in. Gets it in the header.
I mean, you really want to see Lancers not let up. Maybe try and get another goal before halftime with 7 minutes left. They got some time. Try and build up another push. You really want to make sure that North doesn't get back before half.
Yeah, we
you
saw
really
it
want to go
too,
halftime
that
with that lead.
halftime can be a momentum killer. Lancers went into halftime against Chardon, for example, 1-0, but then Chardon responded very quickly with 2 goals. So that could really be a momentum changer. You want to capitalize here with under 7 minutes left to go here in the first half. Goal kick for the Lancers. They've got momentum. Schaefer and Duncan Nakuda, the chemistry. Sustar playing a little more up on the near side. Far side kick for Stone. Sends it to the outside. And there's that veteran experience, as we were saying. We want to keep it out of the middle so Stone understands this. We got another opportunity. Sustar's on the left side. Tries to get the cut through. Good ball handling. Sustar gets another great touch. On the left side, Schaefer shoved down. They're going to call that one.
Yeah, it was pretty clear.
It might have been just outside the box, though. Let's see what the call is here. I looked at B. Hearns. I thought he was a down player for us. I was a little concerned for a sec.
You know, he's just taking some photos.
We always appreciate you, B. Hearns. So that one is going to be an indirect kick. They'll build the wall.
Yeah, he took some great photos of me last night, or last Friday at the football game. My new screensaver.
There you go. So it's going to be an indirect kick, I believe, as it's outside the box. So the Lancers got to get a touch on it. They're going to look to send it on that far post. All players in motion.
Nakuda's wide.
Goes for the
just
through.
missed.
It was planned for Nakuda.
Nakuda again. Oh, good
hands.
save.
Great save.
Good save by the goalie.
By Garong. His second great save of the game. But Lancer is putting on the clamps. It's a corner kick. This to be kicked by Celine. Around 5 left to play here in the first half. Lancers look to strike on a corner kick opportunity yet to happen tonight. That's how quite a few of their goals have come. Great place ball from Celine. Off the head, good defense from the Vikings, but that is exactly
I like the
where
thought
you
there,
want to place the ball.
trying to open up to Stone or some of those other guys in there, bigger guys in there for a header. That's what you want to do on those goal kicks. Put pressure on the defenders to get up there and make a play on the ball.
Yeah, I know when I played under Chuny, that was the play. You bring up your biggest guy on defense. I played defense all year, and then when I was in sweeper, when it was a corner kick, he'd send me up because I was one of the taller guys. That's the play he's going to run with. And Celine has been able to place that ball really nicely. You can't place it better. Just good defense, too. Give credit to the Vikings. To get a header on it first, a little shallower. To get it out, but the Lancers could prioritize just great placed balls. Who's got the speed?
It's a track race.
Far side.
Get this ball.
Yeah. Ball sent on the cross. Nakuda putting on the pressure. Sent along that near side. Out of bounds.
Want to get this in quickly to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, quick transition. Nakuda's got a lot of room. He's got to be aware of that
they
pressure
don't got too many defenders
side.
back.
Celine now
got some guys
on the near side. Cuts toward the middle. He's got the handling. He might take a shot here. I'll do just that. A little far left. Couldn't quite get the power on it. But I like the idea here. Just keep on putting on the pressure on Garong here in these final minutes. Feeling the heat as he's already allowed one in off a great play from Schaefer in Nakuda.
I mean, you'd have to think, that down 1-0 now, that North would have to try and start playing a little more aggressively. I mean, the 1-0 seems like a huge lead when you're playing with, you have so many, when you push the ball so far up, and you still leave four or five guys back like they have been.
Ball kick to the midfield, settled with the chest. Nakuda tries to bite. Ball sent in that weird spot. Asher there in time. Good read by him. Just around 3 left to play here in the first half. Lancers lead 1-0. Asher with the send. Good kick to get way past midfield. Schaefer can't get the settle. Sent up in the air to midfield. Gets a bounce. Header sent along the far side in motion. It's going to be a throw for the Vikings. Again, not sending too much up. They're running a formation where they're really only got 2 primary forwards. It hasn't really worked out for them. They had the pressure on for a bit. Lancers have really regained control here in the final minutes. I'm curious to see here adjustments that will be made coming out of half here, because now your goal of primary playing defense, that big
You got
defensive spot.
you think
almost
you have to
got,
throw it out the window. I mean, you gotta try and get a goal back before you can play some still playing conservative.
Yeah, so I'm curious to see if we see a new change in formation here, because these guys are running around a 5-2-1-2 almost. You're seeing midfielders, maybe like a 5-3-2 also from the
Yeah, it's
Vikings.
definitely
I want to see
5
them
guys in the
take a
back.
few of these Vikings defenders out, because now you're down a goal. You can't go for the defense primary game. You got to find good balance. Move up one of those defenders and get a change here. 5 in the back has not been serving you any
Minute
favors.
and a half left for the Lancers to make a run, see what they could do.
Ball stopped around midfield. It's on the ground. Kick still. Send to that far side. Celine tries to get the settle. A touch off the Vikings. Lancers, perhaps their last opportunity of the half. They lead 1-0. Tries to prioritize again. It seems to be it's going to be Nakuda or Celine on the throw-in. They'll give it to Nakuda. Around 1 left to play. Lancers on the offensive. Nakuda's really good at sending it right to the middle. Almost just setting up
Sending
like a
a
corner
big play
kick.
to the middle here.
There's the send. The header off. Sends back. Opportunity now. Schaefer sends out to Nakuda. He can send it to that far side. Little high. Rainbow kick on the ground, in the air, a little far to the right. And I like to point out, too, really, anytime Nakuda's throwing the ball on the sideline, it might as well just be another corner kick. He's got great length throwing that ball.
He's going for the home run. You know, there's no short throws with this Lancer team. Usually, they're really going for it.
Header around midfield by Grossner. 21 left to play. See if the Vikings try to pursue one last chance. 15 left to play. It's their throw around midfield. They'll go quick in transition. Defense needs to hold strong for 9 more seconds. In midfield, poked out, and I believe that's going to pretty much sum up as that ball's in the air.
Yeah,
The
you get a
first
half,
half.
1-0.
So now at the half, the Gilmore Academy Lancers lead the Akron North Vikings 1-0. Lancers have been playing amazing defense. And finally, with the bullet, honestly, to that left bar from Nakuda and the putback in from Schaefer, Lancers have prioritized exactly where they need to. And after coming off a win from Benedictine, this team looks completely different.
Yeah, they're looking really good. I mean, their defense is impeccable tonight, and they're making some counterattacks, and they had more chances than just that one. I mean, that was the only one they finished, but they creating a lot of opportunities. They look really good.
Now the question remains, can they keep this momentum? Halftime coming up. How do the Vikings adjust? How do the Lancers maintain? We'll be back after half.
34.
Urban's pass complete to number 5, Luke Angelo.
Oh, wide. First and 10 on the 28. Throw it.
Bill Urban's pass complete to number 5.
First and 10 on the 21. 49. Nice.
Bill Urban's pass is complete to number 5, Luke Angelo.
Tighten it up a little. 2nd and 5. Third and 10 on the 24.
Grayson, have you ever had the pretzels over there at the snack bar?
No, I'm not a huge fan of the pretzels. The hot dogs are
Dude,
great.
Oh my gosh, dude, the pretzels. Father John's been enlightened. He had one. I'm telling you, man, every game I'm getting fatter and fatter. Each game, that's my compensation for doing these. They got one prepped and ready for me. They are so good. Not even with the cheese, you just eat them straight, plain. Super good.
Yeah, I'm not a big soft pretzel guy, but
Mm.
the hot dogs are great.
Oh, they're fluffy, and they just slowly melt. It melts in your mouth. Oh, they're so buttery. Boys lead 1-0 at the half against the Akron North Vikings, as we saw. Finally was able to punch through. At the end of the half, really, great shot from Schaefer off the reflection from Nakuda. We switch sides here. Lancers have the momentum, but halftime's been notorious as the momentum killer for these guys. How do they respond now? And I'm curious to see, too, how do the Vikings respond? Do they send more up, or do they still play 5 back? Already looking like they've only got 3 in the back, but they are just starting out here. See what they consistently run as. A defense here. As though midfield slow to get back. I think we are seeing a transition, just playing only 3 in the back and 1 midfielder playing primary defense. Yeah, as you can see right there, Grayson, they've already got a lot more guys there in midfield.
Yeah, they made an immediate change. Not even really trying to hide it. They're just
Necessary
out.
too, I'd say.
Yeah, it was definitely necessary. If they want to get back into this game, change that donut to a 1, they're gonna need to play more aggressive.
Great throw in to get it out of the defensive territory. Sustar tries to get a jab at it. Here on the near side, he's got possession of it. Nakuda, good passing lanes back and forth, poked away by that midfield. That's the factor that pressure brings. Lancers have it now, looking to send it away. Nakuda not willing to send it out too early. Now on that right side, Sustar gets the send, blocked, can't handle it. Trying to play contain here around the 40. Good send to Stone, gets a foot on it. And that's why he's in the back too. I played sweeper, and those balls, they can come at you so quick in weird angles that you've got to get a nice touch on it to really make it a not dangerous situation. Poised there in that sweeper spot. So Stone's playing a great game today.
Yeah, he's sending the ball really good. Sending them up, sending it downfield. Getting real sendy.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Vikings here on the near side. Please don't try to be as corny as Brett Kelly. That's a tough title to beat, but he loved his corny sayings. I remember my first game for football. My family sent me a bunch of quotes I tried to integrate. Oh boy, we do have a man down, though. I'll hold on that. So, clock's still rolling. They haven't stopped it. I wonder if they're just going to get this guy back up. That is Mumunga Almasi.
Number 7 for the Vikings.
Able to get back up, help us a Stone. We'll play on. So it's going to be the penalty. They've got an opportunity here. Indirect kick. Sends it off the back. Wall succeeds. Now in the midfield, defense has to get back. Lancer's going to try to go in quick transition. Nakuda along that side. Great placed ball. They've got an opportunity
Big
here.
chance.
Midfield has to get up. Sent to the midfield. Went a little too far to the right side. Big opportunity there. Couldn't capitalize. A great placed ball on that near side line. I love that play. And now, 37 minutes left to go in the game. Lancers lead 1-0. Vikings putting on a more offensive presence. We have a change in goalie, too. I find that interesting. It's not Asher in goal anymore. We got Moore, who played in goalie when Asher was not available. I believe it was either concussion or such. So Moore
That's an
takes the
interesting
helm.
switch, Change a goalie in half. Maybe just Ralph's
Maybe
still
it's
getting back from that injury. Trying to integrate him slower, get him back to the speed of the game.
Yeah, so Asher's here on the bench. Played a great first half. Had to be where he needed to be. Ball's out by Celine. Celine primary playing this near side. throw in. Going to be brought up a bit here to around the 45. 36 minutes left to go. So now in the midfield, Duncan gets a foot on it, sent to that far side. Defense went pretty far back. Not a lot of support, but potential quick break. Set too far to the left. Lancer throwing around the 30. And we're already seeing the effects of the more centralized pressure towards the offense for the Vikings. But the Lancers still holding strong here in these first 5 minutes.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to press more aggressive defensively and offensively, but the Lancers are holding off nicely. Start the second half.
Situation there. Moore almost got it picked off. But yeah, as you see, they were able to send it to him. Maybe it's like an adjustment to see if Moore's maybe a little more accurate of a passer than Asher, so they can use that option in the back. Dangerous situation here at top of the box. Able to get back out. Susstar, good send to find Celine. He has control with it in the middle on that left side. No, he goes to the through with Duncan. One-on-one off the feet. Race to it at midfield.
Someone's down for the
here
Lancers.
On the near side, that's Frankie. Non-contact. We'll see here. He kind of just fell, and he's grasping on to that right ankle.
You never want to see non-contact, and you don't want to see any injuries, but non-contact can be the worst sometimes.
Able to just get back up, though. He is going to be...
He is going to come off, it looks
off
like.
in favor of Kleiner. Going to get checked out by the trainer. Always got to be careful, as you said, with those non-contact injuries. 34-38. Again, see the Vikings got a lot of pressure here in the box. Got to get it out. Ball's hanging around the middle a little too much, something they did good in preventing in that first half. Ball's hanging around a little longer than you'd like in that midfield area. Open up shot opportunities. I'm surprised they're really waiting for the perfect shot. You've got opportunities. Try more. He's just getting started here. Test your shot on the new goalie here to start this second half.
Yeah, put some pressure on him. That if you're the Vikings, you want to see what he's made of. Try and get a run. See if see what he's made of. See if he can do the same as the first goalie for the Lancers.
Kevin Shank in the game as well for the Lancers, getting his varsity minutes. He's a key contributor off the bench, one of the best guys you can bring for easy minutes to play really good midfield ball, sometimes at the forward spot as well. Ball shanked right. Vikings having a little trouble controlling the ball. They've kicked it out or a little too far left or right for possible fast break opportunities. They've been beating themselves down a bit here to start this second half. So 6 minutes, 30 seconds in, the Lancers still lead 1-0, but more and more offensive opportunities. Set up, shot opportunity on that far side. Goes to the right foot, tries the shot. What a kick!
What a
in the goal.
shot!
That is a highlight reel goal. Are you kidding me?
That's an incredible goal by 19. Incredible goal.
Now, if you're able to place a ball like that, I can see why you wanted to go that right foot.
That's
I
top
found
shelf.
It so weird. You're burning time. Try to take it with the left, but what a beauty of a ball placed in the corner. Nothing more can do there. Absolutely nothing.
I wish I could do that. That was an amazing goal for the Vikings.
We had a great angle here, too. You could see that whole curve.
Perfectly. I mean, that
top right of the net.
top shelf, curved it in there. It's like a FIFA shot. You adjust the curve, adjust the angle, get it just right.
And there's the adjustment. We were saying more offense leads to more opportunities. And it took a few shots, but they get on the board here early in the second, and it's 1-1. Very reminiscent of the Chardon game. Luckily, we're not seeing absolute downpour of rain here. Instead, we've got a beautiful night here.
It's all about response, though, for the Lancers. If you're the Lancers, the goal happened. It's about how you respond. My old football coach used to say, E plus R equals O. Event plus response equals the outcome. The outcome of what the game, the next play. You got to see how they respond to the Vikings play.
Ball in the middle.
Amazing
Another
goal.
opportunity. He's got to get it out. Moore's back in goal. He went up early. Open shot opportunity. No, still defended. Great defense played in the middle by Sestone, fending him off. Ball kicked out of bounds. But more and more, it seems like the Vikings putting on the clamps on the Lancers defenders.
Looks like, the Vikings have been on more offense the first 8 minutes of the second half than they did the entire first half, I'd say. more chances, more opportunities, and they just had the ball more. Lancers got to get the ball back.
Braden Friesian subbing into the game 8 minutes into the second half. They're going to bring out Savron. He's been playing quite a big game.
He's holding on to his hand.
Yeah, he's going to go see the trainer now. I know he's coming off a recent injury as well. Lower leg, but that doesn't seem to be the issue.
Might just have to get a little tape. Right back in.
Was that a Bates saying you were mentioning earlier? Is that a Coach Bates staple or a
That was a Coach Kaufman.
Kaufman?
Coach Kaufman
Interesting.
saying E plus R equals L.
31-30 left to go here in the game. It's tied up. The Vikings have been in control. It's going to be a throw-in on the far side now at the moment for the Lancers. Big heave along that side. Fast break opportunity. Got to control it. Celine can't handle it. We're seeing, too, just a lot better defense played. Viking throw, quick in transition. Good heave. Header sends it close to the middle. DeNovo puts it in the air. Header right back into midfield. We play on. Ball in control. There's a gap there. And again, opportunities for shots on goal. Little mishap there, though. Allows the Lancers to boot it along that far side. Celine, can he get there? He's going to gas out before then. Don't bite what you can't chew. Gets there in time. But I'm really impressive by Munga John's play there. He's always finding the open space, and I need the midfield and defense to see the adjustment. There's that dormant space in between that they're finding Munga John every time, and he already got a shot opportunity, and he's going to get more and more of those. Surprised he hasn't taken more already, but they've got to close that gap there. Defense and
He's a
midfield.
big dude. I mean, they can open up some chances. They've been trying to do the whole game, get him some opportunities. I mean, the Lancers, this is the first adversity they've really faced this entire game. Be interesting. I mean, they faced adversity the whole year, hard schedules. You got to see how they respond, really.
They
see
are
if they
sending
give
a lot
up or
of the midfield back.
keep pushing, trying to get this lead back.
Absolutely. Yeah, you're tied 1-1. They can go back to their strategy, but they've been keeping on the pressure.
You never want to tie. You never want to tie.
Absolutely. I know how you could play such a hard game. I know how heartbreaking it feels to get a tie after all that. Again, yeah, we're seeing more of like a 3-2 in the back now for the Vikings.
Those two outside guys, first half, are playing really far back. Looks like they're making a lot more runs, trying to get more aggressive.
50-50, they'll give it to the Vikings here, set up for a great opportunity. Indirect, I believe. So the Lancers will set up. Got to watch out for the short pass or the little chip above. Moore's in the net on the left side. They might say this is direct. We'll see. Here's the shot. Moore on that left post, shifting towards the right. Here's the shot. Gets the touch off the back. I wonder if they've done that with the throw. I'm curious to know if that was intentional. Midfield playing high.
I
Gets
believe
a shot
that's
up high.
legal,
Moore
so.
able to settle under it.
Definitely could have been a strategy. I've seen that before. Some teams do that. Kick it off the back. Just for a
Moore
touch.
with the boot to the opposite side. Great play on defense. Prevents Celine an opportunity. 28-30 left to go here. In the second half, we're still tied 1-1. Nakuda can't settle with it. Open room on the near side. Cutting towards the middle. Shot opportunity. Moore able to get the stop. Lancers need to
Good
clamp
corral
down
from the
here.
goalie. From the Lancers goalie there, Moore. Could not let that one go in.
Moore with the boot to midfield. We're seeing more of these balls being kicked towards midfield. And reminiscent to the Chardon game, they can't find Gilmore feet. Starting to lose that game they had. Quick break, back and forth. Open man on the outside. Can't find. Nakuda sends it to Kleiner. Kleiner can't settle with it. Sends it back. Gets the hit. Braden can't get there in time. On the ground. We play on. Nakuda looking to send it last off of the Vikings. It's going to be a throw-in on the near side for Drake Bryan. Settled by Celine. Little mishap there. Celine's having a little bit of a tough second half.
They just can't find him. I mean, he was their guy against Bennington hat trick, but they just can't seem to get him the ball right now.
And definitely just putting on way more pressure. Something they're not used to. They played a very offensive-minded first half. He's sitting on the sidelines there waiting for an opportunity. Offensive game this is turning into. But they'll award that one. As you see, aggression starting to grow.
Getting a little chippy out there.
27 flat left to go, so Stone can send it into an offensive opportunity here.
See if they use that big boot of Stone they were trying to use earlier to get the ball in the box.
Sends it towards the middle. That's an opportunity. Can't get a touch on
big
it. Kleiner
chance.
knows he had a missed opportunity. Great.
That was a
placed
great
ball
pass
from
by
Stone.
Stone. I mean, that's exactly what you want to do there. Use his big boot, get that ball in the box, and get a chance, but just missed it.
$26:30 left to go. Goal kick. They go to the near side. Kleiner putting on the pressure. Great passing game. Put a little more juice on that than they wanted. 26-15. Quick heave. Kleiner sends it to the middle. Lancers, they got to go back to their identity. They're trying that through ball, which worked briefly in that first half. Hasn't worked for them now, and really wasn't working in that latter half of the second. They progressed up the field with great passing, and I'm waiting for the Lancers to get back. They're in a little bit of a panic mode as they've tied it up. They need to go back to playing the game
You don't want to
to.
panic. I mean, it's a tie game. You had the lead for a lot of the game. You were controlling the game, but you just got to get back to what you were doing when you were playing good. I mean, don't panic. Don't change your mindset, really. Just keep chugging.
25-30. Slowly ticking our way across the second half. Lancers scored in the first. Quick response to start the second for the Vikings. Throwing on that far side. Settled. Looking to find the open man in the middle. Celine still looking for action. Kleiner waiting for another opportunity. Big heave towards the middle.
Big throw.
Just good defense being played from the Vikings, and now they can transition. Defense very high up. Midfield's going to get there quick in transition. One-on-one. Good matchup. Drake Bryan, the underdog in that size-wise, makes a good play there.
Yeah, it was a great play by Brian. Just a freshman, he's out there playing with the big dogs on varsity. He's holding his own.
$24:30 left to go. Still tied 1-1. Duncan gets a good tap on it. He's got room. Does he have speed? He can get there first. Lancers have an opportunity. Tries to send it towards the middle. Kicked out of bounds. Throw in now for Stone. They might bring up Casey. As we said, every throw by him can feel like a corner kick. He's got good strength. They'll go with the short pass there.
Pass.
Back and
Try to
forth.
set something up with Celine.
Great pass to the middle. Able to get there in time.
Goalie from North turned off his vertical on that one. Getting up there.
Great play, though, too. Give him credit. He's been playing a great game in
He's
the net
fighting
today.
out there. I mean, his defense has been strong at times, but they've given him some chances, and he's holding his own back there, that goalie. Garung is for the Vikings.
Ball in midfield. Lancers really fighting for control. Have been losing that battle in midfield for quite some time. Opportunity here on the left side. Open Green. Tries the left foot shot. No. Defended.
Great D.
On the knees. We try to play on. They want
Vikings
foul.
want to.
But it's been a
kick,
very aggressive game. They're not going to give that to you. And a handball around midfield.
Still playing it.
And they're going to... Yeah, refs giving them a word. They've been really...
Some sort of maybe verbal warning for the Vikings?
Yeah, no, the Vikings have really been against some of these calls, but this has been a very physical game.
It's
You
a
can't
physical
blame
game
these
out there.
guys.
They're letting them play it. I like that.
So now another quick break opportunity. 3-on-3. De Novo beat on that right side. Tries to get a send. Gets the boot on it, though. Still on that right side. Great send! Off the top of the crossbar!
Wow.
Unbelievable. Great play from Moore. He got his fingertips on that.
Barely tipped that, hit the crossbar. I mean, that could have easily been a goal. And this would have been 2-1. The Vikings would have been leading this one. A game that the Lancers seemed to dominate the first half. The Vikings were very close to taking the lead right there.
Great play from Moore and a great shot that couldn't find Moore. Great awareness, diving, leaping, getting the fingertips to get the top of the crossbar. Lancers do need to give him some help. They've been playing defense this whole half.
Vikings are still talking about some earlier calls with the refs, looks like. Some sort of complaining about something.
You know, it's always been Munga Almasi, too. He's been frustrated all game. But it's really been a physical game. They'll give it back and forth. I feel like this has been a very fairly called game, both sides here. I'd be curious to look out for the yellow here.
Maybe you just kick that while they're doing it. Get it started, see if they're paying attention.
I think they had the clock stopped.
I
like the idea. 21-20 and counting. Stone on the goal kick. Tied 1-1.
It's been a very entertaining game the second half. A lot more offense chances for both sides. See if the Lancers can get something going and get this lead back.
And I'm really just looking in the middle of this field. Same weakness we saw in the Sharn game. Ball's getting sent to the middle. And when it is or isn't, can't find Gilmore feet. They need to find the control. They were doing so good with it in the first half. Gotta stay composed. Just around 20 left to play.
Great play there by Slayton. Get the ball back. See if he can finds the open guy, Brian.
Back and through. Celine overstepped by one. Tries to get the toe tap. Lancers swarming in midfield. They stay with it, but chipped again. Good send on the right side. Kleiner, one-on-one. Doesn't put on too much pressure.
Pretty easy corral for the Vikings defense.
And now you're seeing the Lancers, too, really settling. They've got three primary backs, but Nakuda also primarily back there. Like a 1-2-1 almost with Stone as the sweeper. Playing it more safe as they've really been on the offensive, and that's giving Celine and Kleiner less opportunities to feed it through. Lancers can't keep trying the through ball. They need other options. Shot opportunity in there in time. More. Quick transition, though. No one really too far up. He'll slide it to the far side outlet. Good play there to help your midfield move up. But you're seeing fatigue start to kick in. Not moving with the ball as much. Duncan taking his time to head up. He's been in the game for this whole second half. Not a lot of substitutions.
You know, they're playing their starters. I mean, this is it. I mean, you got 19 minutes to score a goal. Take that lead back. You got to take advantage of the opportunities. You got to get your guys out there that'll make some plays. I mean, I agree with the decisions. You know, got your brace in the first half. Time to go out and take the lead back.
The turn and shoot. Can't get it. Far left. Under 20 left to play. 19-10. Still tied 1-1. It's been all offense for Akron North. Lancers looking for a change, but they've been focusing their whole game on the defense there. Goes out of bounds. Stone can't deliver. Smart enough to avoid the middle, knowing that they can't settle with it. Don't give them an opportunity there, but the Lancers, again, need to work on their control. On the near side, Nakuda sends it towards midfield. Header sends it back towards around the 40. Duncan fighting for it. Back and forth they go. Backs off. Now on the far side, still weaving back and forth. Not really sending it back to the goal either. No need when you're this far up. Ball out. Little miscommunication there. A little mess up on the dribble. Lancer ball slowly. You're able to move your players up now. Develop your ball. Don't try the through. Play the slow developing passing game up. That's what worked for you and scored you that first goal. Lancers looking to bounce back after allowing Akron North on the board. It's 1-1. 18 left to play. Ball kicked a little too hard. That might stay in. Good speed on that left side by Almasi. Now he's got a shot opportunity. Tries the right. Deflected by Stone. Tries to keep it in bounds. Now just kick it out. Either way, it was a throw-in. Prevent it from being the corner. Good heads-up play. Nice and safe. And a yellow card given.
That's like some experience shown by the freshman, Drake Bryan. He kicked that. I believe that was him who kicked that out.
Card goes to Mpeta Bahinwa. Yeah, they're really getting chippy. And the way they're talking to these refs, I'm surprised I'm not seeing a little reds thrown.
It's like
I've seen other refs really just not take it.
So he's coming out of the game now for the Vikings.
You know, pretty lenient refs. No, understanding it's a pretty physical game going on, but you've got to stay composed. Akron North, you've had the opportunities. Pretty fairly cold game. Keep your composure here. You're playing great on offense. Keep pounding through as we have a substitution. Now he's going to have a word with the coach. Also not agreeing and standing up for their players.
Yeah, he was not, number 70, he was not happy with a lot of the calls earlier. He was complaining in the ref's ear. That's what's going to happen, you know. Keep doing that. Ref's not going to have it.
So as we continue, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just a second with 17:49 left to go. We are back. Solved a little scuffle. Still think it's being called pretty fairly. Agitation's gonna keep rising here.
Yeah, the refs had called this one down the middle. I mean, that was a pretty deserving yellow.
The way they're talking back, as I said, I'm surprised we're not seeing reds here. Both teams got to stay composed. Lancers on defense, and the Vikings on offense, growing agitated. A little miscommunication there. Goal kick for the Lancers. Still tied. Lancers, the way they play, really want the win here. No settling for a tie. You need to find the offensive game. I know you can't be too risky on offense because you got to worry about defense with Akron North playing a lot on your territory, but you've got to find a way to find balance here.
I mean, if I'm the Lancers, I'm trusting my guys in the back. You know, you got Stone, Nakuda, DeNovo back there. Guys that have played a lot, got a lot of experience. The seniors.
Throwing in the
Make
middle.
a run. Get a little aggressive. Try and get this lead back.
In the middle, Shanks back in the game, trying to make a play. Really fast pacer on the midfield. Akron North really doing what the Lancers haven't, just these good passing lanes, not forcing the through ball, and that's given them so many shot opportunities. Lancers need to stay composed, and if Akron North can keep this up, we're going to just see more and more shots on goal. Gotta put it on locks here. Lancers playing 4 in the back. Able to get the penalty drawn on him. We see the goal kick here. Bullet along the left side. Header sends it back into Gilmore territory. DeNovo sends it in the air. Settled back down. Akron North ball. Contact on that far side. Sent to the middle.
Physical play by number 5 Greg Saffron.
Little mistouch there. Lancers have possession. Fast break opportunity. They could dribble it forward. Lost the ball. Tried to play back and forth. Celine along with Schaefer. Perhaps if Schaefer had some room to go. I like the idea of passing, but at the same time, they're backing up for you. Take your space and maybe wait for the right time. I'm not against the play. That's the opportunity you're working for. You're doing the passing game. That's what you got. That's what got you that far. Keep playing that with these 15:45 left to go.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to your playmakers in space. I mean, that's really all sports. I mean, you get the ball, get the ball to your best players, and let them go make a play out there. 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Go make a play, take advantage of the numbers, and let your guys go make a play.
Throw in for the Vikings, or no, I believe this is a corner kick. Indeed it is. Hasn't seen one of these in a minute. And a substitution for Akron North. Al Masi coming in the game. He got a yellow earlier. Or no, he got a warning. He didn't get the yellow, but he's been having words.
He did get the yellow, I think. Yeah, he got the yellow. It took him out. One more, and he'll be out this game. We'll see if he can keep his composure for the Vikings. Avoid that and give his team a chance to win. He's been one of their guys today.
Cross can't get the touch. Gives the Lancers a chance to reset here. Under 15 left to play. Going on the drive. Very physical. Stays with it. Going to try to get the cross. It's through. Shot opportunity. In. Textbook offense puts the Vikings ahead.
And he comes back in and he makes a play. That was number 7. He just got the yellow card, come back in, and made a play. Made the refs not be a factor in this game.
Yeah, they stayed composed when we said they needed to. And now very reminiscent to the Chardon game. Lancers led by 1-0 heading into half. Have given up 2 in the second. Lancers did score another. Can they do that here in a game they were playing so well? Just go back to the basics, what was working so well for you in the beginning, and tie this one up with 14:34 left to go. The send far, trying that through ball. I'm still looking for that passing game to slowly develop, but now you're giving them fast break opportunities. Good stop here. Develop the play here. Don't try the through ball. See, just take it through. They're not putting too much pressure on you. They're expecting that through ball. Duncan sends it to that right side. Punch through. That's going to roll out of bounds, but again, just slowly develop it up. Keep your chance of possession. Wait for the lane. Then try it. You've got to give yourself an opportunity to win here. Defense won't win you a game anymore. You need to go back to your fundamentals that was working for you.
Yeah, Lancers, Lancers really just kind of let the Vikings hang around in this game, and the Vikings got some talent. They're a talented team. They came back and took the lead in this game in the second half. Took advantage of some bad play by the Lancers and took this lead in a game that the first half was dominated by the Lancers. And honestly, 1-0 probably didn't even show the score of that game. That first half was a dominant performance for the Lancers, but second half's been a totally different story.
Shot opportunity. Shanked a little bit to the right.
Looked like he was going for a field goal there like he does on Friday nights, huh?
And I don't blame the shot on goal either. You've got only so much time. Just try to get the ball in play. 13:05 and counting. Goal kick. Vikings in no rush. They have the lead. They're going to try to bleed off as much clock as possible. Though if you get on the refs' nerves enough, they'll throw you another yellow. So always be mindful. So Stone heads up high to send it back in play. Wanting to make a difference. Sent up. Lancers got to put pressure on the ball. As you said, defense playing really high up, taking a big risk, more way out of the net as well. Lancers going all in on the offense here with 12:40 left to go. Moore comes up. Quick transition's going to boot it into play towards the middle. Lancers can't come up with possession on those midfield kicks from the goal. Same problem in that Chardon game. Need to come down with control of it. If you're going to send it to the middle, make sure you come up with that ball. Lancers been struggling with that all second half. Last 12 minutes, 12 seconds. Need a change.
Well, that's got to be something.
Yeah, man down. They're going to Celine on it. It's going to be a kick for the Lancers on the far side. Wonder if they're going to keep Celine in here. Slow to get up. He stays in, though. Bent over. He's one of those primary guys on your offense.
Yeah, they're going to need him for this one. You want to create a chance. He was their guy against Benedictine. 3 goals, hat trick. You got to try and get him the ball in these last 11 minutes. He's got to stay in.
Ball out of bounds by the Vikings. Throw in for the Lancers. Quick heave along the far side. Got to come down with control of it. 2-on-1. Whistle blown. Going to be a penalty on the Lancers. Vikings ball. 11:14 left to go. Lancers trail 2-1 to the Akron North Vikings. I wonder if we're getting a rethrow here. Or no, yeah, they'll give them the space for the kick. Get the correct call. Burnt off a lot of clock. You can always ask if that's intentional or not. Smart if it is. Sent back. They're going to play hot potato. You want to be careful, but at the same time, effective way to burn clock. Good touch in the middle.
Way to keep
Send
that ball
to the middle.
Keep it away from the defender.
And Savron's putting on the pressure. Lancers got to get every opportunity at the ball that they can. We're just around 10 minutes left to play. Defense playing high. Now they're forced with a fast break opportunity. Defense able to get back in time. 3-on-5. Good shot on goal. A little high. And now no time to waste if you're more. Get that ball in play. You guys need a goal to tie it.
Yeah, you gotta get something going. You got 10 minutes left. You don't want to panic, but you don't have that much time. You gotta get something going just to break this and get back to a tie.
And as hard it was even just in general in the second half where you were kind of feeling in a rush. Just go back to that offensive game plan that was working for you slowly and methodically. Bring that ball up. Don't panic, though it's going to be pretty hard. You're trailing by 1. But good passing game here, just as we said the Lancers need. Poke through, unaware on that right side. Duncan, but it's going to stay with the Lancers. See, they're developing the passing game around the midfield. They're starting to get the idea. Schaefer with the touch. Can't get it. DeNovo playing up high. Sends it left. He bet up high. It's really just a Stone back there to send through. Good touch. Getting back there. No, it's going to stay in the midfield. Munga John's got it. Trying to make a move. He's got the good footwork, and he's shot it a few times from out there. Lancers got to put on the pressure. They'll wait for you to come to them. Got to burn time. That ball kicked a little far. Goal kick for the Lancers. 9 minutes left to play.
I'm interested to see who they bring up from the defense to try and go for some goals.
We've
Who they
seen
got back
DeNovo.
there.
He can
DeNovo
play
going
up quite
there,
a bit
going for some
sometimes.
runs. I mean, I bring JJ up there for some from those headers as they've been doing the whole time. See if somebody can make a play. I mean, they need. I wouldn't say it's desperation mode time, but
You're getting
it
there.
might be. It's pretty close. They need somebody to make a play in these last 8 minutes to get this back to just a tie. I mean, a game that they thought they had in the bag in the first half, it felt like.
Good defense from Stone. Lets Moore get a grab on it. Ball headed out of bounds. Lancers, quick opportunity. Take your space. That ball went out around 5 yards more. Lancers settle. Slow develop game. Up the top. Send through. Way too much. Got to settle down there. Deliver it.
Yeah, the Vikings are just let that one go. They're going to take their jolly time putting this one in.
Goal kick for the
Waste some
Vikings.
time for the Vikings, and they're trying to get this win as much as the Lancers are trying to steal it. But, I mean, it's not looking so good right now. You got to make some plays in the last 7 minutes.
A lot can happen. Ball in midfield. Stone sends it right back in play. Right there, the touch.
Good touch from Schaefer, the striker.
He's going to
He's
continue
got
to
3
put
guys
pressure on.
him, though.
You're seeing Stone bite up more. Duncan gets the touch on it. Stays in bounds. Dangerous spot. Can't get the touch. Putting on the pressure. Lancers try to get a touch on it.
See Savron trying to make a push back there.
The Lancers have been on the
Usual
offensive
defender.
the past minute. Trying to keep it in their possession. Celine looks like an elbow caught the nose.
That didn't really look like all that much.
And they'll stop the clock there to check on him. We're going to take an injury timeout. We'll be back with 7:13 left to go. Here's the kickoff, able to get up quite easily. 7:13, clock rolls on. Here's the kick towards midfield. Trying to get a touch to Stone. No pressure. And they got the lead, so they're really not going to put the pressure on. You've been defending them great the majority of this game. They're going to let you come to them. But now a fast break opportunity. 3-on-2. Midfield able to get back, but still 4-on-4. DeNovo gets the touch to the outside. Tries to save it. Little too much. 6:45 and counting. Throw in and the touch. Open on that near side. Gonna take their time. Duncan gets the block. Sends it up on the right side. Out of bounds. Lancers got to get back. They've got a few more chances. 6 minutes 30 exactly of opportunity time. Got to capitalize. Is that ball set? Tries to get a touch. Opportunity now. Can't get it. Lancers still on the fast break. There you go. Oh, couldn't get the touch. Opportunity. Nakuda couldn't get the right touch. That was the opportunities. That was the one right there.
That was it. Had numbers, or at least even, and he had a guy making a run, Celine.
And a shot over what could have possibly sealed the deal. Lancers.
Yeah, that would have put it away for the Vikings, but number 12 that was just way over.
Seems though their defense is wavering a bit. They've only got 3 back there as well, and you've been able to defend the past few. Continue to put the pressure on. Your offense has seemed to find their answer here in the past few minutes. open. Duncan sends it along that line and kicked out of bounds. Lancers, another offensive opportunity. Seems
Smart
to have
play
a
by the
lot
Vikings
more.
defense gonna waste a little bit of time.
Nakuda sent the off ball. And now the throw-in
Going for the big play to Celine.
gets
Good
the
touch,
chest
but
on it. In the middle of the field. Shot opportunity on the ground. Off the reflection. Shot. A little bit right.
That was a chance. That was a big chance for the Lancers.
Hey, but you got to give credit. 2 opportunities in 2 minutes here winding down. Lancers still have a chance. They're going to burn as much time as they can.
gonna
You've got
be
a
a
few
goal
more left
kick.
in you.
Nakuda was looking for it to be a corner, it looks like, but refs called it, saw it, called it, and they said that it was a goal kick for the Vikings, and that's what it's going to be.
Goal kick officially in. Right to Nakuda. Ricochet. It's a mirage of Lancers in the midfield. Tries to find the open man. Shank slips. Can't get a hold of it. Now on the move are the Vikings. 4:30 left to go. Back and forth.
If I'm the Vikings, I'm just playing keep away at this point. I mean, you got the lead, 4 minutes left. Just don't give them the ball.
Kleiner bites. Slide tackle. Stays
Good
in.
slide tackle by.
Won't bite it. Last off of the Vikings. Goal kick for the Lancers. Moore gives it to Sistone. Sistone can send it
Players
in
still
play.
down for the Vikings, but plays going on. Nope.
And he'll
And they-
stop clock there.
will stop.
Probably just trying to convince the offense. Didn't look anything too serious. Wanted to, though, going down, stoppage of clock. Perhaps trying to sell, getting that foul there. Nonetheless, we stop with
Yeah.
4:06 left. Lancers have gotten opportunities, quite
that
a
was
few.
big chance. That big chance, they had 3 or 4 opportunities looked on that one to try and put something. They put something together. I mean, they had a chance. They had an opportunity, and it didn't go in.
So you have 4 minutes, 6 seconds left. You're able to get 2 shots on goal in 2 minutes. At that rate, you've gotten their defense falling under the pressure, giving them opportunity. So the sell works on the side. It's going to be a free kick. Clock will go once
they're gonna give
context
'em
made.
Penalty for that one. I mean, that was really late. I don't even know if the ref really saw what was going on, but the sell from the Vikings player, and they're going to get the kick.
Able to get it out on time, though. 4 minutes left to play.
Slipped.
A slip. The Lancers try the through ball. Got past 1, not 2. Ball back and forth, trying to get a touch on it. Ball's in the midfield. Shank gets a foot on it. But now 5 on
Running out of
4.
time. They got to get the ball back.
Driving up midfield, letting him go through. Good stop
I
by
mean,
Drake
the
Bryan.
Vikings are playing just as aggressive as they were. You maybe use that against them. They're pushing. I mean,
And now the Lancers, potential offensive opportunity. Ball thrown. Gets a touch.
Good
Midfield.
touch.
3 on 1.
Oh, that's got to be.
Wrapped around. Will they give it to him?
No, wow.
No, we play
that
on.
looked like yeah, thrown to the ground.
We still play on. Shank sends it through. Touch. Right around the box. Opportunity. Whiff. Swing and a miss. Reset. They're sending all man.
Just over 3 minutes
back.
left in this game. They got to go. Lancers got to go. They're sending. I mean, the Vikings send everybody back. They're not a single person past the
Sliding
30-yard
out.
line.
And you got to wonder that they got 3 back there. Do you bring DeNovo up?
Yeah,
You've got Bryan and Sistone in the back.
So Stone, I mean, he's their guy on defense. I mean, he's got it. I'd put the other guys up and go for it. I mean, you got 2 minutes, 40 seconds left.
Game a keep away. Trying to convert it an offensive opportunity to seal the deal. Turns into a drive on the right side. Got to put pressure on. Weaving back and forth. The cross. Good stop in the middle by Bryan. Sends it towards the midfield. Off the chest. Can't get the touch. They set up at midfield. 2:20 left to go here in the game. Lancers trail by 1. They've got opportunity here now on the left side.
Here's a chance. Celine at the left.
And they just kick it out. So now you can bring in guys like Nakuda can put it in the box here. Haven't been able
Looks
to
like
get the
they're
header.
bringing Bryan up a little bit. No, he's staying
You
back.
said also use the stone possibly in there. At one point does it come desperation with 2 minutes left in the game.
They got to go. They need it.
Ball's in, sent through the middle on the right side. Bobbled, comes down with it in the end. Gurung sends it through on the ground.
Just-
Tries to get a touch. Bryan can't get there. In transition, Kleiner tries to get the stop. Back and forth, weaving through. Bryan gets another great stop. Kleiner settles,
Yeah, numbers.
sent to the midfield. Still fighting for it. Right now, the Vikings got a little mishap on the touch. Lancer throwing. Nakuda about to send it in.
They need
Clock's
every
ticking.
second. They gotta set something up here. This might be the last chance. They gotta go for it here.
Sent across, header in the midfield. Need to get a touch. Back and forth, playing keep away. Bryan has it. Sent through, up in the air. 1:10 left to play. Stone gets a header on
Good
it, puts it
header
in
by
play.
Stone. Give him a chance. but
Kleiner needs to get a touch, able to get a stop.
Got
Weaving
it.
back and through. He's got to get that ball away. Lancers end up with it nonetheless. Kleiner has it. Look at Casey on the right side. Kleiner gets the call. Clock's going to tick, though. We got to keep going.
I can't.
And the clock can't stop.
I can't do without him.
And they officially mark it. 44
the Vikings
seconds left.
guys, they looked like they were
And
surrounded.
Moore is ahead of Stone. It's all men on deck.
Looked like they were surrounding the guy on the ground. I don't know what that was.
44 seconds to Stone, unless they swap out the opportunity. So Stone, the biggest body, to send into play.
Lancers faithful were not happy with the refs play on that one.
So Celine's going to be the one to send us in play. Stone, the biggest body. That's a long ask, even for Celine,
Yeah.
for a long ball.
Yeah, what 20 guys in that that pile up there. You had to find a blue jersey, get them open.
Substitution now. They want to get
someone's
their
gotta
biggest
make a play.
bodies. Absolutely.
Whoever that blue jersey is with the ball, they find them with the ball, and then they got to put it in the net. 44 seconds. That's all you got.
It starts with Celine here on the kick. Use of the corner kicks. This twice the distance. Wouldn't be surprised if we see someone come up close. They do have Kevin Moore situated around their 32-yard line. You could see a short pass and a shot on goal with him. Goalie's got a good leg, too.
He does play forward, it looks like. The goalie does, too. So, I mean, he's got a leg. He can score. Give him a chance.
Few more substitutions, though.
Vikings are subbing on something looks like they can't, but
We'll see what they call here, yeah. Let's see here, a little.
refs are coming together. They're gonna figure this one out.
We'll see here, 44 seconds left, all the tension. They might revert these substitutions because as far as I'm aware, you can't substitute during these breaks here. Still waiting on official words. See if they revert these
Some
two.
confusion going on here.
And they're going to put the clock to 58 seconds, so it's a clock stoppage.
Looks like they're gonna let him sub, but give us 14 seconds back.
So all hands on deck again. Celine Moore coming back. He could receive this one, and they could send Celine on this line to the right. You could set up that play, or Celine can send in the boot. Two more opportunities. Empty net, all
See
in.
if they give it to Moore, right back to Celine, and let him go make a play off that right side.
It's all in here for the Lancers.
Oh, he's
Celine,
gonna go for it in the box.
header in the air, right side. Vikings have control. No, the Lancers do. Gotta find open
back
feet.
to
Celine
Celine.
has it around the 30. He's gotta get a touch. Sends it through the air. Tries to get the touch on the ground. In the goal. Are
What
you
a goal.
kidding me?
Joey DeNovo.
Joey
Get out
DeNovo.
about
All
42
hands on
seconds.
deck. Are you
Tie
kidding
game.
me?
What a goal. That's how you put pressure on with 42 seconds left.
Are you kidding me, Grayson? And on the ground in despair, Manny Gurung. He played so well. But on the final time, you had to put the pressure on just like that first goal.
That's how you
had to
do it.
wait for the
Bring it.
wall of defense to come down. Lancers have tied it with 42.6.
Bring a defender up like that, DeNovo, and he did his job, got in there after the first one. First one didn't go as well, but DeNovo got in there. He put it in. It was 42 seconds. See if somebody else from the Lancers can make a play.
All the chips on the table. No one in net. Moore on their 30. It was all or nothing. We're able to settle with it in the great shot, just the send.
That's how you go for it. I mean, They took every risk in the book. They brought everybody out. They threw everything at them, and they got it done. Tied this game back up. Because it would not felt right, this game ending 2-1, the way the Lancers played.
Now momentum all in the Lancers' favor. You could get one more opportunity here. Defense in disarray. Lancers send the pressure. Got to play good defense too. In the air, high in midfield. On the ground, tries to settle with it. Celine, opportunity for the Vikings. Got to make sure they're not offsides. Little stumble, stays with it. Lancers get the stop. They're going to give him that call. Back and forth. Clock's going to tick, though. They got to get this one going.
Another controversial foul call from these refs.
So last chance. Clock's going to roll. It's tie or lose for the Lancers. What do they got? Lancers have to be at least 2 meters away from the kick. 7 seconds left. Ball in play. Moore gets the hand, stops the clock. They're probably going to move this one back a bit. Curious why this ref, quite a few times this game, has not been aware of the clock situation. Needs to call the stop earlier. And a yellow given.
Looks like they're going to give Brian a yellow for, I believe, being too close to the ball on that free kick. But 3.8 seconds left. Friesen will come in.
So now, literally, there's no time for you to get an indirect try of a play here. If they reset the clock, possibly, but at this point, more game on the line. It's got to get a defense here. They've tried this free kick once. They've tried this kick, this direct kick here once before. Brian got the block on the right side, off the back side.
Lancers forming that wall. 3.8 seconds left.
I'm curious if the Lancers shift more, if they add any more clock or not.
This is it. This is the game right here. Tie or lose. Lancers got to get a stop.
And what a great testament if they can tie this one up.
The fans are on their feet. They're loving it. See what happens with this one.
Waiting for the official whistle. Ref gives the word. Keeps the distance.
Vikings got 2 guys near the ball. See if maybe they do a little
one
back to him and
the run on the touch. That's how these direct kicks works. One's got to get the foot. Or they'll send into play. Left side. They got to be careful here. Open man on the near side. It's going to try the shot. Moore doesn't have to put a finger on it. Clock didn't go. It's going to roll down. And the Lancers.
That is the game. 2-2 tie.
And normally you're disappointed with a tie, but what resilient work from the Lancers to tie up a great game.
42 seconds left. Joey DeNovo puts it in, gets it back to the tie, and avoids the Lancers avoid a loss against this Akron North team.
And I hope this game serves as another lesson. Don't lose your identity. You had so much offensive opportunity when you started playing your game again. The slow progress, putting the shots on goal, and keeping the pressure. When you worked as a team, midfield and offense, to put pressure on the goal, you had opportunities. And the Lancers forced the tie due to just that.
Yeah, keeping the pressure on near the end of the game. I mean, that's what they struggled to do the whole second half. They did really well in the first half, but that last couple minutes of the second half, they really came back and stole this tie.
Lancers slowly turning the season around. They move to 1-4-2, but a gritty tie here at Weber Stadium. The Lancers tie the Akron North boys, where they came in as underdogs. Just great game play from the Lancers. Just got to tighten up on losing your game plan there in the late second half. We've seen that a bit of a time. If they can tighten on that, we've got a promising second half of the season here for these boys. So, we want to thank you for tuning in on Gilmore.org/live and GATV. As always, it's been a pleasure. I'm Zachary Berman.
I'm Grayson Novak.